Walker video day 3. Got neighbor's dog Nellie. Came to see Lammy. Cat hasn't. Nellie must have got called by its owner. Lammy's just kicking it. Had to come up and see his buddy. Hadn't seen him in a while. But yeah, gonna head up the hill. See how bad the little 1-inch inclines are today. Suppose might as well get it going. Listening to all the critters screaming. They're all yelling at us so they can go and jump in the water. You come with, Lammy? Go for a hike up the hill. See, something tore up the bird feed area. Some critters pissed off that we aren't feeding them food. So they're digging down deep for the grubs, the worms, anything that's coming out of the ground. Clean their water. Get them some fresh water. Coming, Liam? Huh? Looks like the cat's gonna come with. Take a trip up the hill. Coming, Pokey. Huh? Gotta keep up. There's no slacking today. See which one of the hills do I want to go up today? Definitely need to roll the yard. I need to have my own damn roller. When they do it once, it's just not enough. It needs to be done like over a 2-week period. This is the hill. Struggle to get up that one. There's a locker in, take a break. Wait for Pocahontas. It's gradually making it. You're supposed to run when you're out in the open. The big birds are gonna come down and swoop your big ass. Yeah. Slowpoke. How many people can say they got a cat that'll go for walks with them without a leash? Yeah. You ready to go up to the rest of the way? Let's go up this big part. See if we can make it. What do I want to talk about today? Well, one thing we could talk about is with multiple sclerosis. Many of us have lots of different cognitive issues. Like yesterday, last night I was laying in bed and I was thinking about it. I think I was talking about some stuff yesterday and never finished it. Like my explanation of what multiple sclerosis is with my house definition. And that's the thing with cog fog. A lot of times I will be talking about something, trying to get a point across, and I never get to that point, which sucks. A lot of times I'll remember it as I'm leaving or when I'm past people. What are you running for? Finally running through the field. Yeah. That hurt. Nice little hole. Alright. We made it, Lenny. You gonna hang with me for a while, or are you gonna go off to your woods? No critters out there today. I was hoping there'd be some deer, cranes. Oh, we're too early probably, or too late. But we always got the critter cam on Lemmy Killmeister. Watching him trying to hunt. It's like the weeds are as taller than you now. You can go in there and find a nice cool spot to just sprawl out on the cool dirt until a butterfly or something comes around you and you can attack it. There goes one. Yeah. But yeah, cog fog sucks. It's hard to explain. There's many different versions, many different aspects to it. But that's one of my more annoying parts, is when I'm trying to tell someone something and then I'll be leaving later on and be like, oh shit, I never even got to my point. Never even said what I was trying to say. So the people probably thought I was a complete Looney Tunes. But yeah, that's alright. But yeah, we were talking about the electrical version of the explanation of MS and myelin degeneration and all that stuff. The other day we talked about the different types of MS. And we talked about people with their ignorance in questioning things and telling us how to live our lives and what can help us live a better life. Hopefully I got the cat in the picture. I can't see nothing on this camera. It's so dark screened when you're out in the sun. But I figure until he disappears, he's more interesting to watch than me. You can just listen to me and watch him. Tonight it's Friday night, so probably have the neighbors down here bottom of the hill like to launch fireworks off, especially non-holiday times. So they'll definitely probably be doing some tonight or tomorrow. I don't know when our fireworks are for our fireman's park, but out there's a little town named Kewaskum. That cat disappeared. That one used to do theirs on the 3rd. We did ours on the 4th. And all of a sudden this COVID stuff happened. Then ours started doing it. Well, did it at least 1 year on the 3rd, which I thought was dickish, laying on top of the neighboring towns. But I'm curious if they're going to go back to the 4th this year or not. Hopefully. But actually the 4th this year would be Monday, so that they probably will do it on the 3rd, which would be Sunday, to end the picnic. So I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. But for a minute there, I thought I seen a small deer out in the field out there. But yeah, cat's off to his little tree line. Now you're stuck with me. Yeah. What was I going to talk about? It's not about cog fog, I know that, but I'm having cog fog issues. I was talking about people, what they say. Oh, yeah. When you get a chronic illness or disease, or you're unable to do certain things, it's easy to lose all the people around you, family, friends, people you considered friends. But then realize that once you are too ill to do things like drive people around, give people things, have enough money to pay for everything, they just disappear out of your life. It's a good way to find out who's really true to you in relationships too. You'll find out right quick what people feel about you. And the damn flies are starting. I can feel them trying to get the moisture from my flesh. I gotta go in the grab bag of goodies and pull out Abraham linkage. Put him to work. Yeah. Best couple bucks I ever spent at artbaltazar.com. Giving him enough, definitely enough advertisement. But he's giving me free artwork, bonus artwork, and all that stuff too. They deserve it. They're an awesome company. Oh yeah, comics. I know I went off what I was talking about again. But yeah, it's easy to lose everybody in your clique, in your surroundings. Once you get a disease, people are like, okay. I always had the van, the truck, the vehicles that hauled everything. So everybody used me for rides. Everybody would fit in one vehicle. Used me to haul them around. So I got into moving, but before moving, I moved everybody. I was there for everybody when they moved. And when I moved, I didn't ask. Except when I needed help with some furniture or something like that. But usually I did 90% of it by myself because I know people hate helping people move. But gotta do it. So I got all my shit. 90% of our shit's probably 80 to 90% of our shit's all still in totes, boxes, crates that we haven't seen or opened in over 5 years. It sucks. Sucks not being able to live your life, have your life in a situation. Now I'm a 24/7 caretaker for my ma, 86-year-old with dementia. Can't have friends over if I had friends anyways. Because anytime someone shows up, she thinks they're here to murder us. Murder us, steal from us, rob us. So that puts a damper on things too. But it's best also not to have certain relationships. So I wanted to hook up with some old friends and all that, get back together with some people from the past, and then I realized, why should I put them through having to deal with my shit that I gotta deal with now? well, they're trying to raise a family, do their own thing, enjoy life. It's like, let them enjoy it. If they become incapacitated, then hey, then we'll hang out again. But I don't want to bring anybody down. It's like, thing with MSers and other chronic illnesses, you can schedule something, going to a concert, going to an event. Like right now, there's Summerfest. There's no way in hell I'd ever go because heat takes me down. It's like I can feel it already today, just this little walk. My legs are a little shaky, arms are weak. And most of the events people want to do are in summer. So you can't really, don't want to burden them with scheduling it. And then all of a sudden the day comes and you realize it's 96 degrees, humid as hell. And you got to cancel. And then they're pissed at you because you cancel, and you cancel a lot. And people don't understand when we try and tell them. It's like with my siblings, with Ma, it's like, take her, do things. She needs to enjoy the little bit of life she has left. It's like to go out, do what you can, see her family, party with them, spend Mother's Day with her and stuff, but just leave me out of it. I mean, if I feel good enough, I'll come out. But I do not want to schedule anything because 90% of the time I'll cancel. Because something comes up, either physical challenges or biological challenges or medication issues. But I have accepted adapted devices. The walker, the canes. You have probably about 15 canes now. Standing canes, foldable canes. All kinds of different things. Listening to a guy the other day, I never even thought about naming my devices because they are basically my substitute for, I used to ride motorcycles. Now I push walkers. So this one interesting gentleman names all his canes and walkers and stuff. And it's like, I'm like, yeah, I used to do that with my cars, my bikes, my off-road toys, anything I had. So yeah, I figure I should start naming them too. Looks like Nellie, whoever brought Nellie home, took Nellie away. They must have came to see if the lawn needed to be mowed. But yeah, got the old walker. So we'll start out with the walker. Just call this one Becky. My big ass sits on it. And so all I can think of is, oh my God, Becky. Have you seen Kirby's butt? It is so big. These bugs are getting really annoying. I want to do some meditating. But yeah, you'll find new people after your diagnosis, and you'll have your family and friends pre-diagnosis, and you'll learn real quickly who's the ones that matter, the ones that should be in your clique. And then after diagnosis, you'll find people that you can relate to or get along with or understand, and hopefully they'll understand your issues and stuff. It's like, yeah, new friend I hooked up with through the comic stuff, and he had a party last year that had to cancel, and now he's got another one coming up this year, and he does them right in the dead of heat, mid-July. I'm definitely gonna try and go. I'm gonna go there for at least a little while, no matter how shitty I feel. But if it's super hot out, I can't hang out in the sun. It just doesn't do it for me. I can handle it for about a half hour. But that's about it. Unless it's super bad, then. Good example was one day I had a court date. I had to go to a courthouse, and it was also in July. July is just such a bitch. And I got halfway up the first set of steps, and my legs quivered. I dropped, lost control of my arms and legs, laying on the steps, watching district attorneys, other lawyers types, people going in for court cases, all that stuff, just walking past you, turning their head to be like, oh, I didn't see you, turn and look the opposite way as they're going up the steps, or don't offer a hand, or ask if you're all right, or anything like that. And I crawl up the steps to get into the building to the air conditioning, and I found the first bench and sat there until my limbs started operating again. But it's just amazing how many people will just walk by you, not give a shit. And I can see how things can be considered racial when you don't get acknowledgement, but it's, I don't know, it's not racially motivated. It's more dickish motivation. And I had a good word for it in my head, but it left. These flies are thirsty little MFers. Get off my flesh. Leave me be. I'll set a cap full of water down for my water bottle if you go after that instead. Yeah, weakness, people being dickish, the world just expecting you to be normal and basing everything about you on normalcy. And if you say something that's not normal motivated, then people don't accept it unless they understand it and have it or have dealt with it. If they haven't, then they never will understand it, and they will look at you in that point of view like, hey, quit being a lazy ass, a dumb ass, just get off your ass, do this. They don't realize the amount of pain and bodily torture and ripping and tearing and stabbing feelings, the bruised, the abused, the beaten feelings, the helicopter up there, or not a helicopter, a plane. I don't know if you can see it. Looks like a big wide body 737 or something. Some big old jet style plane, but we have had a couple cool ones coming in. Hopefully I'll be still doing these videos towards the later parts of the month, but I think it's end of July, early August is the EAA Air Show and the Fond du Lac Air Show, and there's a ton of awesome, cool, old, fancy, new fangled and military style planes and helicopters and balloons and all that shit that flies over our house around that period. Sorry if I'm coming too close to my face with the camera. You're probably looking into my pores. I don't know. I can't see the screen from this side. I hate that I can't flip my camera once I'm recording. But yeah, so hopefully we'll get some of that stuff. Other than that, I don't know. I'm gonna call it for now. I might start the video up again in a little bit. I want to do some meditating. So I'm gonna end this. If you want to meditate on yourself, I'm not gonna meditate with you, because I want to enjoy my meditation on my own, not have to speak and think about stuff. I want to empty my mind. But just find your spot, pick your spot. Nice little environment, outside, inside, on a chair, sitting, standing, laying on a bed. Whatever you want to do. Just find a comfy place. I'm gonna sit with mine. Close my eyes. Thought I heard a squeak. Thought maybe the cat was back. But yeah, sit down, close my eyes. I take 3 big, deep breaths, on through the nose, in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then I just close my mouth and breathe in and out through my nose. And sit there and do that and just think about nothing except for my breathing. And then possibly go to my happy place. I'm not going to tell you about my happy place. It's my happy place. You find your own. There's a certain cottage you remember from your youth, or a place that you can make up yourself that's consists of things you love and enjoy. Whatever. Just find your happy place. Could be on a golf course. Could be sitting in a field of flowers. Could be sitting in the middle of a nice waterfall, just dump it on your head when you're on a really hot day. Which I could use right now. It's like, look at these flies. They're just taking over. Abraham Linkage, you're not doing your job today. You're like 3 and 12. But just do that. Take your 3 deep breaths. Have your eyes closed. Be comfortable. Then just breathe in and out through your nose. Just focus it on your breathing. Go to your happy place if you want to go to your happy place, or just continue focusing on your breathing until you are content, happy. I like to go through my body parts one at a time, just sitting there. Start at my toes, my feet, go up my knees, my thighs, my groin, my buttocks, my spine, my back, my stomach, heart, chest, lungs, arms, hands, fingers, knuckle. I go through every part of my body and just breathe in and out at each of those parts, imagining that I'm breathing in this good aura that's around me and breathing out all the nastiness that's inside. So try that too, and you can do any one of those styles. You can do any style that makes you happy, but it's best to focus on stuff and not let your mind wander. Every time it wanders, just bring it right back to whatever you're focusing on. You can focus on a mantra, just sitting there doing Om, Om, Om. Oh shit. What was that from? Richard Pryor. that stir crazy. Richard Pryor wanted to, no, the greatest comedian ever that had multiple sclerosis. He is one of the greatest comedians and the greatest film stars and greatest humans on our planet. Just misunderstood at times. And suffered because the damn monster had hold of him. But